Hi, I'm Tia.
I'm Frankie.
I'm Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle is a friend of mine and she's joining us for the first time tonight, so we're really happy to have you here.
Thank
Yay.
you. Happy to be here. Long time challenge
Yeah.
fan.
So this is not challenge related, but I just wanted to make mention we lost two legends yesterday, Dolly Parton and Tim Curry, and I just wanted to, acknowledge that they left the world a little less bright today. So anyway, let's get into the challenge because it was actually a very good episode. Episode 5 was called Down and Dirty, and we saw them coming into the house. Blue got their first win. I mean, it was an elimination. They had to go in, but at least they won. I hate that it was Annalie because I don't like her, but it is what it is. So, do y'all have anything to say about that?
It was a good elimination.
Yeah.
I, I mean, yeah, she's a beast. What? Who made the comment about her being a farm? She made the comment about
She
her.
did.
But I think
Yeah.
Cara
Bale and Hay
made
or
a comment
something.
too about farm workout or something like that in relation to her.
Because her husband was home taking care of the farm animals, is what Cara said.
That's the comment that I like. That's what it was.
So then we see people talking about who, if they want to be captain or not be captain. And Corey was like, yeah, I want to be captain. Josh and Nelson wanted it on Team Blue. There's only two guys. It had to be one of them. Or it didn't have to be one of them. It could have been anybody, but it was the two of them wanting to do it. And then for Orange, they all picked Tori. So I think it was unanimous that they picked her. So between Josh and Nelson, it did come down to Letty on that vote. And I was kind of shocked, not shocked, but I kind of thought she would vote with Cara. She didn't. So Josh is the captain. That brought us right into the first daily. It was called Jungle Brawl. I was so excited about this one.
It was a good
I
one.
was so excited. This was like hardcore, messy. People were getting thrown around. It was everything I want out of the challenge. That's everything I wanted out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So what'd you guys think about it?
We finally got a daily that I liked.
I know, right?
Finally, only
The
5
good
episodes
ones.
in.
So if anybody hasn't watched it yet, it was a massive mud pit throwing balls out randomly, and they had to pick them up and get them into their own goals with each team blocking, basically, is what happened. Corey was freaking impressive, man. He was just like phew, phew,
You
getting
know
it
who impressed
in.
me was Will. I saw Will a lot on there. I was like, wow, he really showed up. Like he was really athletic. Like last season, he didn't really impress me too much. I guess maybe they didn't really show a whole lot of him, but I was like, oh, okay, well, he's still not my favorite, one of my favorites,
I was to
but
say,
he
I'm
really
not a
showed
Will
up.
fan.
I'm not either, but he really showed up on that challenge. He was really, really out there.
I mean, to be fair, Keanu was really good too. So,
He's a beast. So
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Um,
honestly surprised that they didn't do like a men's seat and a women's seat like they normally do.
I
It's just
know,
a
I
free
thought
for
about
all,
that
which is
too.
a little
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah, when Leo slammed Letty down, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that was kind of rough. I was like, dude, that's a female. I mean, I know it's like, you're in the challenge, but still, I was like, damn, dude, like,
I
oh,
mean,
she got up
I
and, held her own. So
I liked it though. I like it when they're just like full on brawling, especially in a big old giant mud pit. I would never want to do that. I don't get in
Uh,
mud, but
no, me either.
yeah.
and I
No.
wonder how long it actually went on for because they were scoring like they scored a lot of baskets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like it seemed like it went on for a while because you
I
don't
mean, I
really
Yeah.
feel
see
like
everything. So
they were all up in
crazy.
there like what 18, 20 balls in each thing. I mean, so that had to go on a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. I made a
That was
note.
crazy.
Johnny made a really funny comment when he was describing it. He said it was like the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. He's
Yeah.
like, this one's doing this one's that, this one's missing a leg. I'm like,
I know.
oh no, do not say that about Nelly.
No, that was
I,
hysterical. Well,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was bad. That comment.
Michelle was like, I think he wants us to do the Bermuda Triangle thing or
oh,
whatever. He's like, it's yeah. That was pretty funny.
triangle defense or something, yeah,
Mhm.
or offense, I
Um,
forget.
so when it started out, Gray and Orange were basically just going after each other, and sort of Blue just was playing both sides to try to not have anyone put any balls in there. And then once the other two teams realized they had no balls in their goal, then everybody ganged up on them. I actually thought they might not necessarily win, but at least come in second. Not that it mattered. But how did they get so many balls in there? They still came in last place. I mean, I guess it was just a, end of the game free for all on them because they were way behind. I also thought it was funny that CT pushed Cara down.
I know. I was like, hey,
That was such a brother-like thing to do. Just he basically just stiff-armed her. Sydney gets hurt and she's blaming Deb. So I have said this on every episode so far. I haven't seen enough Deb. I was on the fence about her. I love her. She's my favorite right now. So she did nothing wrong. And we'll get into, more of the confrontation that comes up later. Orange wins. TJ says the captains, again, it's Corey, Josh, and Tori, are safe from now on, but also they have to decide who goes in. And then we find out that they can actually form a mutiny as long as it's 100% everyone on the team wants to take that captain out and they can put somebody else in. I thought that was an interesting twist. I don't think Josh is going to continue to be captain. What do you think? You guys think he'll mutiny and take him out?
Josh?
Although I don't think Anna Lee, I don't know. Maybe not. I was thinking maybe they would take him out because he's just so cocky, but Anna Lee is on his side.
Yeah, I was thinking more of Corey won't last as captain because when he kind of, was openly, I mean, everybody knows Nelson's his best friend, but when he
Yeah.
openly said, hey, I'm looking out for my number one, which is Nellie, who's not on his team, I was
But
like,
the only person,
that.
that said anything was Keanu, who we find out ends up going home. So I
But
don't
he
know. We'll see.
said that
It'll be
people-
interesting to see how it all plays out. I do find it also interesting that they are safe from now on. So if you get in there, you're in there.
Yeah, that's why I
Um,
thought it was interesting that Johnny didn't volunteer to be captain at first, probably because he didn't know what it was about. And then he makes a comment later on. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe I should have been captain. I'm like, yeah, maybe you should have. But I'm glad it was Tori.
Well, that's the problem though, is because there's usually a twist.
Yeah.
So no good thing
Nobody's
is
ever
going to
really-
stay good. Yeah. And it is a men's day, which is sad for Team Blue because Josh is the captain. Nelson's going to go in every time for for male days. All right. There was then a conversation between Corey and Nelson. I think he said it in the thing. I mean, I knew they were friends and everything, but I didn't know Corey took Nelson to doctor's appointments and helped him out so much. I didn't know that. I like that. I feel like Corey should just be a friend and not date people.
Well, Nellie was looking out for him when he confronted Izzy. She had blaming it too because she knows she should know, and she didn't. Now she does. So, hey, girl, don't be one of those girls.
I like Izzy.
I like her too, and I think it's probably just her age that she's just confusing her hormones with common sense. But
well, you got to look at it this way too. Corey's not telling her everything. I mean, he keeps. We'll get to some things that he said, but or I'll say it now. He said something when he. Okay, so first of all, hold on. Let me back up. We're gonna start here. Sydney is a piece of trash. She's a nasty person. End of story. Leo and Anna Lee again. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So Corey, he made some comment. I'm trying to get my thoughts together here and read my notes. Corey made some comment. We'll see if I have a home to go back to. So that 100% right there tells you he knows he's in the wrong, period. So what is he telling Izzy? Is he actually telling her? Is he saying, Taylor and I are broken up? We just live in the house to take care of the kids. What is she hearing? What is he telling her? I don't think he's truthful. I think he's a cheater. He's always been a cheater and always will be.
100% believe he's not being truthful, but she should also have her radar up. But most women don't see those, hear the red flags, or they hear them and they still choose to ignore them. So
everybody likes a bad boy. Mm-hmm.
Of course, yes.
So then they have a pool party and Bananas got his booty out again.
He's so creepy.
Why does he always have his ass showing? Like I don't
always.
I don't like
always.
I don't follow him on social media, but whenever I click on his page, I'm like, oh, what a surprise! He's flashing the camera again.
Maybe he's proud of his butt.
I think he is because I think there was somebody who said that he had a good butt one time, and maybe he just runs with it because he's always commenting on the size of his front which
Well,
was
I was just gonna
Corey's
say,
plan.
we know he's not packing, so if he's happy with the other side, then go
So
with
he's making
it.
up for it somewhere else.
He's got to. I'm gonna be honest here. I was shocked when they said Letty's a virgin. Am I the only person that was shocked by that?
I was like, had they said that in other episodes? If they
No,
did, I missed
I don't
that.
think because I didn't know that. I've never heard that.
If I ever get casted on anything, I'm gonna use that card myself.
Shut up. I'm gonna call you out. I'll be like, he's lying. He's a liar. You sit on a throne of lies. So who was the only other, was Lolo Jones the only other virgin that has been on the challenge? Probably,
Is she
yeah.
Is she a virgin?
Lolo Jones was. Yeah.
Oh no, what's his name? The Mormon dude.
So Chet. Was it Chet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he turned
So
out
he
to
said.
be just a big douchebag.
Oh, yeah.
So Letty and Bananas are in the pool, like loving on each other, and the look on Cara's face had me cracking up. So, did you guys notice Anna Lee was passing notes to Leo? Did you see that?
No,
Did y'all
when
catch
was
that?
When?
It was a quick thing. He's playing the guitar, she's sitting here, she hands him some paper. It's folded up, and he takes it and like puts it down. I was like, yeah, nope.
Oh, maybe I did see that. I'm trying to think.
She's a hoe bag.
Oh,
Okay.
1000%. I'm like married. Like I don't, especially again, you know, when you think like, well, we don't know what their situation is at home, what their agreement was. No.
I feel like
Again,
we
she's
do
giving
because she
herself
put
away.
out a statement.
Oh yeah, but even still, even like before that statement when we were watching the show, just like Corey now is like, oh, I know I'm, I might not have a home to go to. She's like, oh, I know I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna ruin what I have at home. Well, then, bitch, stop. Like,
Also, did y'all hear was it Corey? I don't know who he was talking to. I don't know. He made some comment. I'm pretty sure he said something like, I'm pretty sure they were kissing or something like that. I don't know. Did y'all see that?
talking about Annalie and Leo.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think
it might have been Corey and Bananas. They were in the gym.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So interesting. So Tori asked CT and Michelle to be in her council. And I guess they sort of had bananas in that too. And they made a 4-leaf clover and that was cute and whatever. Then did y'all catch this? Because I thought this was interesting too. Bananas was talking about Letty and he was like something about she's a virgin, but she's already telling him she wants to move in with him.
Yes. And did you catch the
movement?
movement? Did you catch the movement in the under the blanket when they were in bed together? I was like, "What's?"
Yeah, but I bet they're not having. I don't think they're having.
No, I don't
relations.
know if it was like, but there was some movement that wasn't like virgin movement down there. I was like, "Oh, what was that? What's going on there, virgin?"
Like her hand is probably not a virgin. Is that what we're guessing?
Or her
Or her
mouth.
mouth. But yeah,
I
she's
just-
like already wanting to move in. Like, what? Simmer down. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Was she joking around? 'Cause sometimes I joke around like that.
probably. I think she's fucking around with bananas because she's just 'cause
She
can.
might have, but for him to talk about it must have hit him in the feels. I don't know if she was joking or not because we didn't get context out of it. But
Yeah.
if she wasn't joking, it's kind of a lot. That's a red flag. Okay, so here was the big thing that happened in this episode. Sydney, remember Deb had tackled her in the mud brawl. Sydney hurt her knee. Sydney comes back out and starts talking about her behind her back, talking about her looks, her small boobs, that she has weird abs. She's like a waste of skin or whatever she said. And this is why I like Deb now. I loved that she was like, no, F you. I'm coming straight to you and saying what I got to say.
How you feeling?
The same.
Has she tried to apologize?
I don't want an apology. She's doing the best thing right now, which is to stay the f away from me. She can go f herself because nobody else will except Will. Honestly, the no chest and the fake hair and the strangely defined abs. Is it displaced anger? Maybe. Did I like her before this? No. I find her to be a waste of space anyway.
You can literally say it to my face. Like, I
don't need to
literally
talk to
wanted
you.
nothing but to
Leave-
apologize to you, and you
Leave
have
me
been
alone,
such
dude.
an asshole talking
Leave me
so much
alone.
about me. Why the f are my boobs and hair a part of this conversation?
'Cause I'm
I
petty?
understand you're upset, but it's not my fault. You took a fall. Like,
I mean,
I didn't come for you. I was playing the game. You were running towards my goal and I tackled you. You got hurt. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I wish that upon nobody. Don't go talking about my body to everyone in the house.
Okay.
That's rude.
Then I'm rude. Now what?
What the You clearly can't say it to my face. You can just talk to everyone else.
Sydney's being really evasive. She has no problem talking behind people's backs, but is not able to kind of take accountability for the things that she says.
You're not worth my breath.
Well, clearly it is if you're telling it to everyone else.
She does have small boobs. So what?
If you're mad, be mad at the game. Like, what do my tiny titties have to do about you hurting your knee? I don't understand. The only thing I took away from that conversation is she's jealous of my abs. We'll probably not be friends.
Sydney's over here talking behind people's backs and saying stuff, not to her face. Deb was like, yeah, I'm not having that. What do you
Yep.
guys think about that? Frankie?
I really wish Sydney would stand up for, like, not stand up for herself, but say what she has to say to people's faces, because that is
So
really
you know she's shisty.
Oh yeah, she's shicey for sure. But also,
She is,
she's
she is.
sometimes funny.
She's not though. I don't think
I laugh.
like I told you last week, I do find some things about Amanda funny. Sydney is just an undercurrent of meanness, and I don't like it, and I don't like her, and I like Deb now, and yeah.
I do think though, like she was like probably embarrassed that Deb is the one who caused her to tear her ACL. I would be like out of everyone
Are
there.
you gonna go around and say she has weird abs and no boobs and no? Like, well, you might. I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, I probably would.
Oh, so you would go low.
Well, like
huh?
even Sydney said she was probably like it's displaced anger, which yeah.
That's just so immature. She talks about how great
Immature.
you are. What? They call you immature?
No, I said you said that's so immature, and I was like, well, then call me immature. Like how when
Like when she said, call me rude.
Yeah, well, then I'm rude.
So basically, Nerys was right 100% about Sydney. She only likes to talk behind people's backs and she won't say anything to their face. Nerys was right. I love you, Nerys. Thank you for being right. And again, love Deb now. She's on my radar. I like her. I like that she went after Sydney. And I like that Sydney had to go home. So there. See ya.
Yes. I do have something to say specifically about something that Sydney said
Yeah.
that I was like, my mouth was on the floor. I was like, what a wretched bitch. When she said, and I wrote it down, she said, I can't even say un-PC words without getting canceled. I have all the un-PC words queued up. Bitch, really? So what were you going to say? Because what you said was already horrible. So what did you want to say?
I have a stupid question. What is NPC?
Politically correct.
Oh, I heard her say it, but like it didn't register to me like what that meant. That
Me and Tia, we just looked at each
Oh,
other.
you didn't know either?
No.
I'm glad it wasn't
That's
just
probably why
me.
I'm the only one who brought it up. That's okay. Yeah. So basically, the way I took that is either she was going to say something. Obviously, when people say, oh, it's not politically correct to say that, either you're being racist or you're being sexist or you're just being like the lowest of the low, because politically
Yeah.
correct is really not a thing. You just need to be nice, period. So that I was like, wow, what a wretched bitch. And I'm totally on your side I'm so proud of Deb for standing up to her, because I'm the same way. Like, everybody talks shit about everybody, right? That's just normal
Right.
human nature. Everybody talks shit. But I will always stand 10 toes down. If I say something about somebody behind their back, it's nothing I wouldn't say to their face. And especially
Right.
if they're going to confront me and say, hey, I heard you were saying blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I said it. You want to talk about it? Because I'll own up to that. But again, that could be with
Right.
age, because I probably wouldn't do that in my 20s. So just saying.
And I think that's part of the hypocritical part of Sydney, is because she's always like, well, I'll say it to you, but she doesn't. She talks about people behind their back. And then when Deb confronted her, she's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. And Deb's like, oh no, we're gonna talk. And then she just walked away
Yeah.
from her. It's like, and then what did she?
Did,
Brave as you say you are, you're not as powerful and strong. If you can't even talk to Deb, like what? I
I
mean,
know.
come on, you're afraid of her?
I
Like,
know.
oh, she's a racist face, but yet, okay, well then confront her, talk to her. To Miss
Honestly, I kind of had wished it had gone to blows. cat fight.
Um,
Anyway, Frankie, what were you gonna
who,
say?
who do you think told Deb, or you think Deb overheard it? Because
I think
wasn't
she,
didn't
I
Cindy
think she
just say
must
that
have
to like
overheard it. I think she must have overheard it. I don't know that people had time to, we don't know editing, obviously, but it seemed like that conversation happened very quickly. And so she, confronted her right away. And then I thought it was funny because she said something like, what did her and her small titties have to do with, can you say that on here? Can you say titties? I guess you can. She's like, what does that have to do with anything? I was like, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Sydney. Ugh, she's just a garbage person. I can't stand her. She thinks she's so great. I hope she never comes back. And what's even funnier is Josh hates her, and apparently Cedric went on Mania maybe and talked bad about her too. So she's a horrible person.
I like
Yeah,
Cedric.
I love Cedric. Yeah. Okay, so here's my next
Well,
note.
I
Oh, were
wouldn't
you gonna
mind
say something?
seeing her. I wouldn't mind seeing her one more time on a
No.
rival season with Nerys, and they both win.
Frankie.
And they both
Frankie,
win.
no. Frankie, no.
And
No.
and I'm done. Go
No,
ahead.
it actually probably be with Deb. She said she wanted to took her out.
Dude, that actually would be a good Rivals. I would watch it. That's the only way I would want her back, though, is if it's Rivals. So here's the next thing. Corey was on the phone with Cheyenne, and I wrote on here, Corey should be talking to Taylor, not Cheyenne.
That was interesting.
I'm like, tell Cheyenne he doesn't know what his situation is. Well, Cheyenne can't tell you. Call the woman that you're not sure what your relationship is with.
But I could
understand.
see Cheyenne and Corey just being like best friends.
Okay, but I get that, but he's sitting there telling her, I don't know what my situation is and blah, blah, blah. Call Taylor and find out. Are you together? Are you on a break? Then you can go and hit up on Izzy all you want if you know that you guys aren't together.
He's a
I don't
cat.
know.
Did we ever find out if they're together or were they on a break?
Caitlin's the one. I don't keep
Taylor.
up with them. Caitlin would know. Caitlin
No,
would
where's
know.
Caitlin?
I know her son is sick tonight, so she couldn't be here.
Right.
Well, then after that, they had Nelson speaking on Taylor, which I thought was really commendable what he said. Basically, that she's keeping it, holding things down, taking care of the house, and all those kids was like, how many kids are there? I don't know, 10 of them or something. Because, Corey's always doing it for his family, whatever. But yeah, so Nelson, I'll say more about him in a minute. Sydney goes home. That was the next note. Then Corey decides, okay, so they go down to the sand and the elimination is not so fast. I actually love this elimination. Do you guys like?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was excited when I saw that.
I don't know how to explain it because I don't think it's the most exciting to watch when they're doing it, but it's so exciting when they're undoing it. So it's one of my favorites, actually. But once we get there, we know Corey doesn't want to lose Nelson, even though they're not on the same team. So Corey, though, has said he's going to pick who he thinks Nelson can come back with. And my first thought when they walked in and I saw it was not so fast, I was like, Keanu, he's too heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's who Corey chooses. And we all know this one, but I'm going to be honest with you. 15 minutes to put that rope through there? That's so long. Oh my gosh. They'd have to cart me off to the hospital. I don't have the endurance for that. And Nelson's up there doing it with one leg. Like what? I couldn't. But anyway, I love that.
Yeah. Every
elimination.
time I see that, I'm like, 15 minutes is a long time. I could do so much with that rope, but then I'm like, maybe not. Maybe
Well,
not.
and I think, you had people cheering and telling Nelson what to do. And again, I say this every time. I don't like it when they are able to yell and help out. But Nelson's a lot slimmer. So, I feel like he would be better off getting into smaller places to get tighter knots, which is exactly what happened. Keanu couldn't keep up and Nelson got through it very quickly. So Nelson wins. Obviously, Keanu goes home. Just like Nerys, he lost with grace. I thought that was nice because honestly, I don't really like him. I thought he was overbearing, but on his way out, I liked him a little bit. Did y'all notice Anna Lee was cheering for Keanu? And I think Cara called her out and was like, do you not want our team to win?
Yeah.
That's just another reason to not like Anna Lee. She's on her husband. She yells at her dad. She cheers for the other team.
I do want to say about the elimination. As soon as I saw that it was not so fast, I was like, I had the same, thoughts as you
Of
as far as
who, yeah.
Nelson, who's going to win. But I also thought back on Invasion. Nelly was there when CT beat Darrell at that same thing, and he almost did exactly what CT did. He built up that whole knot like right there. Remember when CT was like sitting in it like a little hammock? I was like, Nelly almost did exactly the same thing. I was like, oh, Keanu's not gonna be able to get his big old body through those little knots.
Well, wasn't CT yelling at him to what to do? Yeah.
I think so. So that's probably what he was, what he was, if he didn't already remember that, because I did. I'm like, well,
yeah.
I watched it
Well,
so
like
many
I said,
times.
he's slimmer, so he can get all those tiny little knots at the top that Keanu's not getting those big shoulders through. So
I got a little teary-eyed too when he pulled the rope through and got across. I was like, "Oh, Nelly, he's back!" I'm so glad to see him on the show because I've been following him on Instagram after his accident. Like, yes, we can debate about the whole drunk driving and stuff like that, but I mean, he lost his leg. Like, that was a big deal. Watching him on Instagram, watching him like get through it and make the decision to do the amputation, just to see him back. And I know TJ has always been rooting for Nelson, so that was just such a moment. I was like, got a little emotional.
I can't really say I've really ever been a huge fan, but I don't dislike him. I always thought he just seemed like a sweet guy, but I feel like he has changed a lot since his accident, and that's a lot to go through, especially as young as he is. To lose, well, for one, get caught drunk driving and have an accident. Two, you lose your leg in it. I mean, thank God he didn't kill somebody else or even himself. It could have been so much worse. But to get through that rehab, and he's very religious, which I love to see that. He talked about how he wants to pay his mom back because he put her through so much, with medical bills and stuff like that. And so I think this episode, I don't want to say put it in a little bit different light for me. I know people are always like, you can't, they don't want to forgive him for what he did, but people always deserve a second chance. And I think he's doing good things with his second chance. So I was happy he won, partly because Blue is so crappy. I don't want them to be down another person, but also I thought Keanu was a little bit annoying. So. And he asked for it. Keanu was like, I'll go down to the sand. Okay, well, you did, and you went home. So I'm sure he'll be back, though. Hopefully he'll, temper his attitude or whatever next time. So what do you guys have to say about it? Anything else?
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I think that TIU should petition for next season that everyone wears muzzles at eliminations.
Wears muzzles? Why?
Yeah, because you don't like them helping each other.
Oh. I don't. Do you guys like that?
I think it makes it interesting sometimes, but I guess because it's like when I remember when Jay and Michelle and Ryder dies and everybody was yelling and helping Olivia and Horacio, and he got mad because he was like, I couldn't hear her, and then but they were like, well, you didn't have anything to say when everybody was yelling and helping Turbo get out. I forget who was against Turbo and his partner, so it's like, well, you didn't have anything to say when we were helping whoever that pair was.
It was Olivia and Horacio. So
was again. It for that one too? Yeah. I should have known they were thrown in so many times.
How do you even remember that? I can't remember what I did yesterday, much less seasons and stuff.
I watch it on repeat. That's what's on the background when I'm working from home, so I just have it on all the time. So
I have forensic files on.
Yeah. But I think with some of the other ones, some other eliminations, they can't because they can't see what's going on. So I think it's a mixture. Sometimes they can help, and sometimes they, I don't know. I guess it just depends on who you're rooting for and if they're yelling and helping your favorite or not.
I did forget to mention this too. I thought it was funny when the Blue team was together. And Annalee, when they were deciding on Josh or Nelson, and Annalee made the comment that she doesn't have the history to have people covering for her. I don't remember how she worded it.
Oh, right.
And Cara was like, well, it's not really a, rookies versus vets thing. But in my mind, I would have probably told Annalee, yeah, you're right. Once you've been here and won as many times as I have and been to as many finals, then you can have somebody watch your back. But yeah.
Most people say that to rookies, got to earn your place. I mean, it's common sense. Of course not. Of course, you're going to come in, you're not going to have anybody on your side, or maybe the rookies band together, but it never works out that way.
Right. What were you gonna say, Frankie?
You leave Annalie alone. Just kidding. It was a good episode. I'm actually glad it's on Paramount now.
Me too.
Like,
No
I feel like they're doing
commercials.
such a good job with editing and everything this season. But still, I need more Cassidy on my screen. But whatever.
We have not
Right?
seen her. We have not seen. I like Cassidy, so yeah, we
I
do.
do.
There's a lot of people we haven't seen much of, though. To be fair, so
Very true. Very true.
yeah.
I was actually surprised when they were talking captains that the gray team didn't want Chris. 'Cause even though he's like rookie-ish, he's not really. And I think Corey was as a horrible captain. I mean, even though he's a vet and he's been there so long, he's a good leader.
Corey's never gonna be. He's never gonna win. Am I wrong in
No.
that? I feel like Corey's
I
never.
don't know. I don't think he's ever going to win either.
Yeah,
He
he's
just-
like
he doesn't make good
Anissa, but
decisions.
not as bad.
No, he just doesn't make decisions. That's why I was like, I'm surprised that they went with Corey. I would have gone for Chris.
That's a tough one. I mean, I don't know. Because again, I think they were all thinking, is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing?
Right.
You know? And they maybe
Yeah.
weren't sure if they should put Chris in that kind of a situation because he is so good.
To put him at risk. Yeah, like if they
Put him at
thought it-
risk, yeah.
Captain was
Or
better.
if it ended up being, a good thing, do they want him to have that much power over his team? I don't know. I don't know what their thinking was. This was a great episode. I'm excited for the next one, and I'm hoping it'll be a good one.
Thank you for including me today. It was
Thanks for coming.
fun forever. Good to see you, Tia. Nice to meet you, Frankie. Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.